Hello everyone, and welcome to another This Month in Universal Orlando History, brought to you by the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. It is March 1st, I am Lee, so let's take a look at what happened this month in Universal Orlando history. Beginning with an opening, on March 10th, 2014, the Cold Stone Creamery opened at Universal Orlando's City Walk. And as of recording this, I still haven't been. Another new addition opened on March 12th, 2012, and that is our much-loved Hollywood Drive-In Mini Golf. If you haven't done it, go and experience it. It is split into two awesome 18-hole golf courses, and they are themed to The Haunting of Ghostly Greens and Invaders from the Planet Putt. And our personal favourite is Invaders. It's awesome, and at night they are both stunning, if a little expensive. A very sad one next. On March 15th, 2020, the Universal Orlando Resort closed its doors completely because of the COVID-19 pandemic. A sad day in history. Speaking of which, Universal's Endless Summer Resort's Dockside Inn and Suites was set to open on March 17th, 2020, but because of the resort closure due to COVID-19, it did not. Getting more positive, the famous Voodoo Donuts opened at Universal Orlando's City Walk on March 24th, 2018. In my opinion, it's okay, but it was a huge part of UUOP the weekend of 2019, so it'll always have a soft spot in my heart. Sorry, Darren, but next up was the closure of his beloved Back to the Future The Ride, which closed on March 30th, 2007. It wasn't our favourite, and honestly, I prefer The Simpsons, but I know Darren thinks fondly of it every day, so sorry, buddy. And finally, rounding out the month of March was the opening of the incredibly themed fourth on-site hotel at Universal Orlando Resort, the Cabana Bay Beach Resort, which opened on March 31st, 2014. So if you haven't stayed there, stay there. I definitely want to stay there more than one night next time. It is so cool. And that is going to do it for this month in Universal Orlando history for the month of March. It has been brought to you by the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Be sure to go and listen to our weekly podcast all about the Universal Orlando Resort. It can be found wherever you listen to podcasts. So for this month, I have been Lee, and we'll see you next month.